recording?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So, what 3 changes will make Ecuador a better place? First, I want to talk about numbers. Maybe you won't like it, but I need you to pay a lot of attention in the numbers I'm going to give. So, the Ecuadorian Central Bank said that on December 31, 2024, the average of country risk, that is also known as the riesgo país, decreased by 61 points to January 6, 2025. So why is this important? This is important because riesgo país is an index, an economic index that shows how our country reflects to others that we are a risky country to invest, and therefore our economy ends up being bad. So to lower the country risk will provide Ecuador to be an attractive country to other investors, and also generate things such as more job spots and generate an economic growth. When I think about the question, what will make Ecuador a better place, I can only think about 3 main points in which I might focus as I'm talking to you. So my first topic will be economic. I'm gonna be more profound on that. And this also comes related with security and education. So economic is also important because a lot of people think that probably you have everything solved. And for example, I might tell you, what can I do with $80 a month? Okay, so imagine you have only $80, okay, in your account at the end of each month. And you might think that's ridiculous, that's not a good number, that how can people survive with $80? But indeed, that's a real number that people have, like Ecuadorians have in their account nowadays. Like the more lower and poorer part of our society has only $80 in their account for a month. Okay, so imagine living only with $80. We consider that having other investors in our country might be just to have good relationship, to be a more confident country, but it's not. Having a good economy and having more investors may have an impact in the investment we have and the economic flow that we have overall in the country, okay? And in here we find also a lot of limits in aspects such as laws that generate a lot of taxes and a lot of taxes provisions to other investors that come from the outside, and that they want to really generate some enterprise, or even entrepreneurs, or even here Ecuadorian entrepreneurs have to confront a lot of rules in our country to grow. This comes related with security because we have all seen news. Then we know how the rising crime is, the average crime is. We know the robberies, the drug trafficking, and the violence. I think those are the main ones, and also the corruption about politicians. This is also important, and this is something that should change here in Ecuador, because enforcing more strict consequences might provide criminals to really stay behind bars, and not to be like all the time paying politicians or justice to come out of jail. Making Ecuador a safer place might also help in another problem that we have, that is immigration. A lot of population from Ecuador has immigrated to other countries because they think that they will have better economic opportunities or also a safer country. This also affects us in the tourism, and this is also one of our biggest providers of economic flow. So it impacts local business, and also it impacts on how we get to be seen to the world as on the radar criminalistic. Then all of this has to come to a main point, which is education. So education is really important because when people are more prepared and when people find their interest for education and having a good education, they start having objectives in their lives. And they start having objectives that are not the ones related to criminal or having like the easiest solution or the easiest way by. Okay? They try to access to a quality of education that will provide them with enough knowledge so that they can acquire a good job. Okay? And this all relates to the job opportunities. Okay? The job opportunities that can be provided by outside investors, the job opportunities that can be provided if we change laws and we improve the system. And all of that will also make the economic here inside Ecuador be better for the rest of the world, and also for us as citizens. And beyond talking about job opportunities, also education provides values and principles in which most criminals have forgotten, and that's why we have a high rate of insecurity. Okay? They try to justify their actions only by using the part that we feel pity for them, we feel bad for them, we feel like, oh, they don't have enough money, oh, they don't have the opportunities we have. And the truth is that also a lot of Ecuadorians use the easiest way by. And what do I mean for this? They might have the opportunities, but they are so used to what it is to steal or do bad activities that they do not put much effort on changing their lifestyle. This also combined with stronger laws and having more anti-corruption systems, then people that are educated will have a way to be more focused on their principles and think on a better future, and not only that we are a third world country. Okay? So yes, I do think that Ecuador has an opportunity to become a better place if they work in education, in security, and in economics. And they all come related, not only by politicians, but also starting by us. By improving our economy, strengthening the security, and investing in education, we can build a safer and fair society, and also having united effort and better policies. And that will make Ecuador a better place.